Angela, the book that I sent you, the, Conflict of Ages. Let's see, there's another word for it, I forget. Stupid me. Anyway, this is the church testimonies. We're Seventh-day Adventists, I won't hide that fact. But Ellen White was not our prophet. People say that we call her prophet, but she was a woman who was inspired by God to write all these books. She wrote over 130 books and over 100,000 pages of writings, tracts, and everything. But this is really interesting. I think this was last published in 1940 something, but this was reprinted. Anyway, it's the Testimonies for the Church, Volume 9. And starting on page 11, it says, remember, 911. The Coming of the King, the Last Crisis. Now, hold on, you're going to be surprised. Right there in her book. On one occasion, when in New York City, I was in the night season, meaning she was in night, called upon to behold the buildings rising story after story towards heaven. The buildings were warranted to be fireproof, and they were erected to glorify the owners and the builders. Higher and higher still they rose. The Lord was not in their thoughts. Anyway, the last scene that next passed before me was an alarm of fire. Men looked at the lofty and supposedly fireproof buildings and said they are perfectly safe, but these buildings were consumed as if made of pitch. The fire engines could do nothing to stay the destruction. The firemen were unable to operate their engines. What do you think? Volume 9, page 11. The Last Crisis. And this vision that she had was in late 1800s, or 1900 something. Anyway, she died early 1900s. But creepy, huh? What do you think?